Las Vibras Buenas de hoy.
Aquí estoy con mi amigo Carlos alias el Duende.
Pero esto es inglés, ¿no?
With Carlos alias
Empiezo otra vez.
alias no es big. I'm here with my friend Carlos alias el Duende.
And my friend Ricky, alias El Vikingo. How many of you woke up today feeling gratitude for just being alive?
I did.
You did?
I did it today. I didn't do it
Today.
yesterday, but I did it today.
Good.
Yes.
I
Carlos
did.
asked me yesterday, and I was like, "Ooh, I didn't do that." But then today I remembered.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, I did yesterday and
Something
today.
so simple, no, that can set your whole day up for success
Yeah.
and to feel happy and feeling good, and yeah, all the stuff. I think gratitude is a big
Part
one,
of
big
that.
topic.
Yeah. It's like you have the powers to change how you feel. Like you can feel good or bad. It's your choice.
Mhm.
Like you can make that choice of being positive or negative or
Yeah.
feel grateful. So how do we define gratitude?
Oh yeah, definition of gratitude. Let's see. Gratitude can be defined as a feeling, an emotion, or an attitude of gratefulness towards something received or to be received.
Nice.
I remembered it.
And why we speaking about gratitude is because like it's we see it as another one of the tools.
Yeah, a big one,
Yeah, and it has such a positive
impact
in your life
your
and
life,
organism. It can help you reduce anxiety,
Mhm.
depression, like blood pressure. What else? It improves the sleeping patterns.
Sleeping patterns.
Yeah,
We all like to sleep, I know.
and it's like a quick way to feel happy. It's like immediate. You switch, boom, just reminding yourself about the things that you should be grateful for, like the simple ones.
It's hard to find a person who's happy that isn't grateful, no?
Happy
same
being
thing.
ungrateful. That's that.
Or the other way too.
Yeah.
Or somebody who's usually, no? It's hard to find somebody who's happy, being ungrateful, because usually grateful people become happy. Something I forgot to mention in the Spanish episode, we remember the psychologist who talked about people who come to him looking for happiness.
Yeah.
And he's like, where are you looking for it?
Where are you searching?
Where are you searching for it? Because happiness is, you create it within, no? And then when you create your happiness, then it starts to overflow, no? And see it everywhere. Like what we talked about, don't try to go and change the world, but change yourself, no?
Change yourself. Like Gandhi says, like be the change you want to see in the world. It's like,
and it sounds simple, I know. It's not easy to do, even though it sounds simple, but it's something that we can train, that we can practice, and we start with the little things, huh?
Yeah. So like good ways to start practicing gratitude is like when your days end at the end of the day, right before sleeping, you can write down 3 things that you should be grateful for that happened this day. Right before going to bed, instead of you thinking like, oh, all the stressful things.
Yeah.
Just think about that, write it, and go to bed. And another way you can practice it is like in the morning, wake up and write down 3 things that you're grateful for. And also you start like feeling that instead of being just saying I'm grateful, just start feeling it. And after feeling like
difference of like
sharing
me
it with
just
others.
saying thank you or thanks, but me like very sincerely saying thank you or thanks, I have to really like feel that, no? And those exercises that they said, they did a study with some psychologists, I think, did a study with a few people, and they were doing these exercises. One was they told the people to think about a person who's alive in their life who they're grateful for. The second was for them to write about a person they're grateful for. The third one was to write a letter to a person that they're grateful for and that they're gonna eventually, give it to them or deliver it to them. And that was the most impactful one because, when you're writing about it, you have to really feel, okay, why am I, especially when the person's gonna read it. It's like, I think that was, you feel what you're grateful for, and you're not just like saying it.
And there's also something special that happens when you are feeling something and writing it. Like you're transmitting that energy into the paper through the pencil and putting it in paper. So
Las Vibras Buenas.
Is the reason, like, I saw something, I think it was Dan Dupani, but he was like asking people, why do you keep this letter from your kid? You think it's like a piece of art? No. It's like ugly, but it's full of love.
Yeah.
Like, it just happened, and how that happened, just like putting it in paper.
That your kid did in school, and they bring it to you.
Yeah.
And you put it up on the fridge.
And you won't throw it away because it's full of love.
Yeah.
And it's true.
Yeah.
He was speaking about an exercise. Like when you have a feeling that is torturing, you can write it and then burn it. Because you can transfer that energy like to paper and then burn it and disappear. I got a little bit away from the subject.
Energy is real, but the good vibes, vibrations, or energy, all that stuff is real, and I think it's good to sidetrack into those things. It all connects.
Yeah.
Yeah, and starting with, like we said, those little things. They're about like examples of people that we've met in life who, I had a patient I took care of in the hospital, and he was about 50 years old. He was, Hawaiian guy surfer dude who had surfed, in the 70s with Jerry Lopez and Buttons and Rory Russell and all those guys. And, he told me, he was like, that was paradise, like back then, growing up in that era, traveling to California, surfing all these different places. And he was so grateful for everything. And even though he was suffering from a condition that was paralyzing him from the feet down, and he was there was no cure, so eventually he was gonna die, and he just had a great attitude about his life and all the things that he did that he was grateful for. When I saw it, I was like, whoa. I'm like, I could have been, if I was in his shoes, I could have been, being the negative side of like being sad that I'm gonna die, being sad that I'm not gonna surf again, being angry even, and then, what good is that gonna do me? Like, that guy was just an inspiration, just somebody, like a great example of
such
gratitude,
big impact,
and positivity.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. So, with the benefits, we can speak about. We already did, right? Like blood pressure. I think, we did.
Depression, the stuff can help with that.
Yeah.
The sayings from the religions. We were, reading up on the subject, and like most major religions like Hinduism, Buddhism, Christianism, Islam, Judaism, they all have something about gratitude. They mention gratitude as a great virtue, that we can attain, that we can work towards, we can train, and I think it's a great thing. Like we said, we're not perfect. We're normal human beings, not and we're trying to just work every day, find things to, become better people, and share it with you guys.
Share it with you guys. Yeah.
And the little fable from the monk.
Yeah, there was a story, a monk, he was telling like about one of his students, and the student was meditating and learning how to meditate, and he's been told just to breathe and watch your breathing, observe your breathing. So this guy practicing, and he got tired and bored. Like, hey, I'm bored. I'm just
sitting
breathing here and like nothing happens. There's nothing. And he goes, well, I'm gonna take you to the lake. I want to show you something.
Come with me,
And then they go together, and while they're going to the lake, the guy started like imagining, like, ooh, what's gonna happen, and he's gonna maybe like cut up in the water in two and cross it, or walk over the water.
He's gonna teach me to walk on water, or
cut
fish with my bare hands, or what's he gonna do?
Yeah. So once they get there, the mom grabs him by the neck and boom, starts like drowning him on the water. Like, then he pulls it out and he says, like, now you should. What do you think about your breathing? It's important or not?
It's a very simple way of just make you
think about these little things, like
the little things.
It's important, like when you practicing gratitude and trying to grow that feeling of like feeling grateful. And when you're practicing that, think about the small simple things. Like I can give you so many examples, like being alive, being able to drink water, to eat food, have a place to sleep, or
even this little
friends, family,
being grateful for plants and trees. We share a common destiny with these plants. Not to get too deep and mighty, but scientifically they exhale oxygen, right? That's what we need to breathe, right? We inhale oxygen and we process it, and what we exhale is CO2, which they breathe. They breathe CO2, they filter, and then they exhale O2. So it's like, hey, thank you, little plant, like trees and stuff. That's why that could be another topic, how important it is to keep our environment,
take care of nature,
living in a clean environment. Oxygen too, what we're saying about breathing. If you go to somewhere where it's maybe not, it's very polluted, and you start getting sick,
Yeah. Another thing,
your health.
Your health. Just
how
being
important
grateful
that
for
is
being
for
healthy.
being grateful to be healthy. That sometimes a lot of us who are athletic, who want to serve, want to go play soccer, football, rugby, whatever, and then you get injured, and you're like, oh, now I gotta lay in bed, or I gotta rest for 2 weeks. I can't play. I can't do this. When you're healthy, you're like, man, I'm really grateful that I can go play, I can do my things. Because I remember when I was hurt, or somebody else that maybe your friend that got hurt, and then they couldn't play, and you're like, oh man, that sucks. And, but also, trying to keep that positivity and that attitude of being grateful for all
the
those
little things, the special little things. And one of the things that I want to mention about it is, like, sometimes you can see people worrying too much about money and like thinking, oh, money. So like a good example, or like a quick way to change your mind is like, just if you think that money is the most
everything in the
everything in the world, the most important, try to count your money while you're holding your breath, and then you see which one was gonna be more important.
If you have that big wad of cash, try to count it while holding your breath.
Difficult.
The little things that we talked about too, with changing yourself, and because of also the people around you that not just your friends and loved ones and family close to you, but sometimes people who who you just run into in the street. It could be a stranger who might be looking up to you for whatever reason, or you're looking up to them. Like that guy to me was a great example. And you never know who you're gonna affect.
You can be inspiring or inspiring.
You can inspire, affect, hopefully in a positive way.
Positive way. Yeah. We mentioned already, be the change you want to see in the world. So it's
like Gandhi,
related to that.
And being having like somebody looking up to you, because you might be living your life in your own normal way with humility, and you don't think your life is anything special or anything extraordinary, but then you might have somebody who
thinks like you're awesome. Like, oh my god, this guy's so cool. I'm so inspired by him, like the things he does, and like you're just doing it because you like doing it.
Like it happened to you with a friend of yours.
Like I had an experience like long time ago. A friend was like, leukemia is the word for English, leukemia. He had leukemia and he was dying, and like while he was going through the whole process, he had such a positive attitude and so strong. Like he was just 15 years old and like full of life. Like, and then like every time we go visit him, he was making fun and feeling happy and grateful. He did so much stuff, like a lot
He
of
wanted
things.
to learn guitar. He
He
liked
wanted
music.
to learn
That's
guitar.
why he.
Yeah,
Carlos plays the drums and.
yeah. He like we connect with that way, like music, and I was teaching him a little bit how to play guitar and like sharing stuff, and he was so cool. And unluckily, like the day he died, his mom, she tells me like, "Oh, your fan just went away. Just
your number one fan.
It's gone.
Is done.
Yeah, your number
Gone.
is gone." And I was froze. Like, oh my god, like what fan? Like I'm his biggest fan. Like he was the best attitude I ever seen in someone sick. And my grandma too. She fought cancer 3 times. So like she was super strong. Like super strong.
They had that positive attitude.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Whew, yeah, that to me it's almost like those people are heroes, because sometimes you don't know. Like I don't know if I hope I'm that strong if something like that would happen to me, but that's a hard thing to do, and to stay positive throughout that. Hats off to all those heroes out there.
Yeah, you can be the hero for somebody and you don't even know.
Yeah. So yeah, gratitude,
practicing gratitude
leads you to happiness.
Remember to
create your happiness.
Not just say it, feel it, express it, and share it with others, and make sure like you can change the whole day for somebody. Like just being like, "Hey, dude, I appreciate you. You give me some good advice," or I don't know, you're so cool with me all the time. I appreciate you. Like that can change the whole day for somebody. So remember to practice gratitude.
Practice it tomorrow morning when you wake up after watching this. Be thankful for the things when you open your eyes.
Nice. Estas fueron las vibras buenas del día.
Agradecemos al mundo entero por sintonizarse. Gracias.